Hello and welcome to another episode of Measurement in a Minute. I'm your host, Justin Kozak, Technical Sales Specialist at Lakeside Process Controls. And in today's video, we're continuing our discussions on Rosemount's tank gauging solutions. Now in this video, we're going to take a little walk through memory lane and review the history of tank gauging to give you a better understanding of where Rosemount fits into the mix. If we go all the way back to the year 1869, that's where the oil boom began. The first oil well that struck oil was drilled in Pennsylvania, and it sparked a wildfire of frenzy. Everybody started drilling for oil, and it got to the point where they had more oil than they knew what to do with. So they had to store it somewhere. And in the year 1869, what was readily available? Whiskey barrels. That's actually where the term barrels of oil came from. Eventually, they ran out of whiskey barrels. In fact, the price of whiskey barrels actually skyrocketed so that one whiskey barrel was now worth more than the amount of oil you could fit inside of them. So they got wise and they developed very rudimentary vessels to store oil in. You can see here, 1883, these are some vessels in Croatia. Now, from then onwards, they had very simple methods to determine the level in the vessel. Either they didn't check it at all, it was a hand measurement, or it was something very mechanical and very prone to breaking down. That's where Rosemount and Saab come into the mix. 1984, Saab developed the first non-contacting radar that you can see on the left there. So Saab at the time was very heavily invested in the marine industry, and they wanted a solution for their sea-bearing vessels carrying oil across the world. And that's where radar came into play. It was a solution that was non-contacting and was not mechanical. As well, it was also unaffected by the vapor space. It was a very highly accurate solution. Eventually, this division of Saab was sold to Rosemount, and Rosemount has continued to develop the radars accordingly. To this day, we use Rosemount's 5900C or 5900S as the backbone for our tank gauging solutions. And that's the brief history of tank gauging and where Rosemount fits into the mix. If you have any questions about these solutions or any other of our products, please reach out to us at www.lakesidecontrols.com. Thanks for joining.